Take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, and focus. If you found yourself here, it's likely because you're grappling with one of the toughest emotions, the pain of losing someone you deeply care about. Perhaps it was an unexpected sudden change, or maybe it was a gradual distance that left you feeling confused, hurt, and questioning what went wrong. Today, I'm here to guide you. Not through desperation, begging, or pleading, but through a transformative approach that starts with you. Together, we'll shift your mindset, redefine your actions, and set you on a path to becoming your best self. This isn't just about mending a broken relationship. It's about reshaping your life in a way that draws love, respect, and meaningful connection. Remember, this isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of a powerful new chapter. Let's take that first step together. Number 1. Understanding the difference between vulnerability and neediness. One of the most common mistakes men make when they feel they're losing someone is acting out of neediness, over-communicating, sending a barrage of texts, calling excessively, or repeatedly apologizing in an attempt to fix things. While these actions may come from a place of care, they often convey desperation and create emotional pressure, which pushes her further away. To avoid this, it's crucial to understand the difference between vulnerability and neediness. Vulnerability is about expressing your feelings honestly and authentically, such as saying, "I miss you," or "I still care about us," without demanding anything in return. It's rooted in confidence and shows emotional strength, inviting connection. Neediness, on the other hand, stems from insecurity and a craving for validation, often manifesting as relentless attempts to get her attention or convince her to stay. This behavior can feel overwhelming and unattractive because it signals a lack of self-worth. The key to maintaining balance is to express your feelings from a place of strength, not fear. Before reaching out, pause and reflect on your intentions. Are you seeking validation, or do you genuinely have something meaningful to say? Use I statements to own your emotions without creating pressure, and give her the space to process her own feelings. Meanwhile, shift the focus back to yourself by investing in your growth, whether it's through personal development, pursuing passions, or building confidence. This self-assured approach not only makes you more attractive, but also demonstrates emotional maturity, which is far more compelling than desperation. Number 2. Control, boundaries, and human nature. One of the most misunderstood aspects of relationships is the difference between control and boundaries. Many men fall into the trap of trying to hold on too tightly, mistakenly believing they can control the outcome of a relationship. But here's the truth. Control is an illusion. You can't force someone to love, respect, or stay with you. What you can do, however, is establish boundaries, something that is not only within your control, but essential for building a healthy, balanced connection. You've probably heard the term relationship dynamics. This refers to the balance of power and mutual influence between two people. In any relationship, being overly available, constantly trying to please, or sacrificing your own needs to accommodate hers shifts that balance in a way that's unhealthy. When you neglect your own boundaries and prioritize her happiness at the expense of your own, you inadvertently send the message that your needs and self-worth don't matter. Over time, this dynamic erodes respect and attraction, even if your intentions come from a place of care. The key to changing this is recognizing the value of boundaries. Boundaries are not about creating walls or being distant. They're about defining what is acceptable and unacceptable in how you're treated. They are an expression of self-respect and self-worth. For example, instead of passively tolerating behaviors that hurt or dismiss you, you can communicate your limits with confidence. Saying something like, "I value open communication, and I can't continue if this pattern doesn't change," shows that you respect yourself enough to walk away from what doesn't align with your needs. This isn't about issuing ultimatums or playing games. It's about setting a standard for how you deserve to be treated. Boundaries also create an opportunity for mutual respect and deeper connection. When you stand firm in your values and show that you won't compromise your integrity, it compels others, including her, to respect you. People are naturally drawn to those who have a clear sense of self-worth because it signals emotional stability and confidence. This doesn't mean being inflexible or shutting her out. It means showing that you care for her without losing yourself in the process. It's important to remember that relationships thrive on balance, not power struggles. Healthy dynamics are built on mutual respect, understanding, and shared effort. By establishing boundaries, you demonstrate that you're not only capable of loving deeply, but also strong enough to protect your own well-being. This balance is essential for fostering an authentic connection, as it creates space for both partners to feel valued and respected. Number 3. Scarcity versus abundance mindset. You've likely heard the term scarcity mindset before, and when it comes to relationships, it's one of the most damaging attitudes you can have. A scarcity mindset stems from fear, the fear of losing her, the belief that you need her to feel whole, or the thought that you'll never find someone else like her. This mentality doesn't just hurt your confidence, it's also a major killer of attraction. Why? Because it signals desperation, insecurity, and a lack of self-worth. When you operate from scarcity, you're essentially saying, I don't believe I'm enough, so I need you to validate my worth. Now, let's talk about the alternative, an abundance mindset. Shifting to an abundance mindset means recognizing that your value doesn't depend on her or anyone else. It's about knowing deep down that you're enough as you are, and that if she chooses to walk away, you'll still be fine. This isn't a form of emotional detachment or arrogance. It's a confident understanding that your happiness and self-worth are not tied to one person. When you operate from abundance, you're no longer chasing her because you need her to complete you. You're pursuing her, if you choose to, because you want her in your life as an equal partner. This shift in mindset changes everything. With an abundance mindset, you stop seeing her as the only source of love, connection, or happiness in your life. Instead, you start recognizing the countless opportunities available to you, opportunities to grow, meet new people, and build a fulfilling life regardless of whether she's part of it. This perspective is incredibly attractive because it radiates confidence, self-assurance, and emotional independence. Women, and people in general, are naturally drawn to those who value themselves and have a clear sense of self-worth. Here's how you can cultivate an abundance mindset. Focus on your own value. Remind yourself of your strengths, achievements, and what makes you unique. Write them down if you need to. The more you appreciate your worth, the less dependent you'll be on external validation. Expand your horizons. Start seeing life as full of possibilities. Meet new people, explore hobbies, and take on challenges that excite you. The more you invest in yourself and broaden your experiences, the less you'll feel tied to any one outcome. Reframe rejection. If she chooses not to be part of your life, it's not a reflection of your value. It's simply a sign that the relationship wasn't meant to continue. Letting go of someone who doesn't see your worth creates space for someone who will. Shift from need to desire. Recognize that wanting someone in your life is healthy, but needing them to feel whole is not. When you pursue a relationship from a place of abundance, you can express your feelings without fear or desperation, knowing that your happiness isn't dependent on their response. Celebrate self-respect above all else. Prioritize self-respect. When you value yourself, others will naturally value you too. This doesn't mean being selfish or arrogant. It means setting boundaries, maintaining your standards, and refusing to settle for less than you deserve. An abundance mindset doesn't just make you more attractive, it also sets you free. It frees you from the anxiety of losing someone, the fear of rejection, and the unhealthy attachment that often accompanies a scarcity mindset. Instead, you approach relationships from a place of confidence and clarity, knowing that your life is full of potential, with or without her. Remember, true confidence isn't about pretending not to care. It's about genuinely knowing your worth and trusting that the right people will recognize it too. When you embody this mindset, you stop chasing love and start attracting it effortlessly. Number 4. Why obsessive thinking happens and how to stop it. Let's confront something you might be grappling with right now. You can't stop thinking about her. She's on an endless loop in your mind, like a song you didn't ask to play but can't shut off. You replay every text message, every conversation, every moment, obsessively dissecting the past, hoping to uncover where it all went wrong. But here's the hard truth. What you're stuck on isn't her. It's the idea of her. You're holding on to an illusion, a version of her, and a relationship that exists only in your head. The reality, though, was never as perfect as your thoughts make it seem. This mental spiral isn't about her anymore. It's about the void you feel and the uncertainty that comes with it. Obsessive thinking thrives on focusing on what you don't have. It's like your mind clings to the emptiness, feeding on questions with no answers. But here's the good news. You have the power to redirect that energy. Obsession can only grip you if you give it the space to grow. So how do you stop? First, recognize the cycle for what it is. A pattern, not a permanent state. Instead of reliving the past, ask yourself, what comes next? Shift your focus from trying to untangle the why to shaping the what now. Breaking free means investing that mental energy back into yourself. Start by building something new, whether it's a habit, a skill, or a goal you've always wanted to chase. Rediscover what makes you feel alive. Take up running, learn to cook, read books that challenge your mind, or dive into creative pursuits. Let these things take up space in your thoughts where she once lingered. It's not an easy road, and it doesn't happen overnight, but every small step forward chips away at the obsessive thinking. Remember, this isn't about erasing her, it's about reclaiming you. Because the best way to move past someone isn't by solving the puzzle of the past, it's by building a future that's too bright to ignore. Number 5, rebuilding yourself and regaining control. If you're thinking that getting her back is your top priority, it's time to hit the reset button. The truth is, it doesn't begin with her, it begins with you. This process isn't about trying to win her back or changing who you are. It's about rediscovering and embracing the strongest, most confident version of yourself. The version of you that's been buried under the weight of obsession and doubt. The version that can command respect and admiration from not just her, but everyone you come into contact with. Start by focusing on your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Begin by hitting the gym or committing to a physical routine that challenges you. Strengthening your body will have a profound effect on your mind. You'll start to feel more energized, more disciplined, and more in control of your life. But don't stop there. Your career or personal passions should be given the attention they deserve. Work harder, push further, and set new goals that excite you. Reconnect with your friends, the ones who uplift and support you, and allow yourself to enjoy their company without any distractions. Surround yourself with positivity, laughter, and support. Now is the time to rediscover what makes you tick, those hobbies, dreams, and ambitions that you may have put on hold. Dive deep into activities that excite you and push your boundaries. Whether it's learning a new skill, pursuing a creative endeavor, or simply traveling to new places, make these pursuits a key part of who you are. When you focus on building yourself, you begin to shift the dynamic. No longer will you be the one chasing after her, hoping for a sign, waiting for her to notice you. Instead, you become someone who commands respect and admiration, not through effort, but through the life you're actively creating. Your energy will shift. You'll exude confidence, strength, and independence, traits that naturally draw others to you. It's not about playing games or trying to seem hard to get. It's about living your life in a way that makes her, or anyone else, curious about what you're doing. You become someone she's intrigued by, someone whose life is full of passion, purpose, and direction. Remember, the most attractive thing you can do is live fully in the present, embracing all that you are and all that you're becoming. When you're not waiting for her to make a move, when you're not desperately looking for validation from the past, you'll find that your true power lies in the life you're building for yourself. It's natural to want to get her back, to rekindle what was once there, but it's important to realize that the path to doing so isn't a quick fix. It's a process, a journey that will require time, deep self-reflection, and a significant shift in your mindset. You can absolutely win her back, but first, you need to focus on becoming the best version of yourself. The more you invest in your personal growth, the more you will evolve, both in how you see yourself and how others see you. The results of this transformation will be undeniable. Whether or not she chooses to return, you will have gained something far more valuable, a deeper understanding of who you are and a renewed sense of self-confidence that comes from knowing your worth. The key here is not perfection. Getting her back is not about trying to mold yourself into someone you're not. It's about showing her, and more importantly, showing yourself, that you possess something truly special, that you're someone who is continuously growing, constantly improving, and fully capable of creating the life you desire, regardless of the outcome. This journey isn't just about winning her heart again, it's about winning your own heart. It's about realizing that your happiness doesn't depend on anyone else's approval or affection. You can find peace and fulfillment within yourself, and in doing so, you become more attractive, not just to her, but to anyone who crosses your path. As you continue on this path of self-improvement, remember to stay committed to growth. Keep evolving, keep striving for more wisdom, more strength, more joy. Life is about becoming the best version of yourself, and you should never settle for less than what you truly deserve. Whether she comes back or not, you'll have transformed into someone capable of creating meaningful relationships, living fully, and standing confidently in your own skin. That's the ultimate goal, to be the person you're meant to be, with or without her by your side. If you found this journey of self-discovery helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more insights on personal growth, building confidence, and creating the life you deserve. Stay committed to your transformation and join a community of like-minded individuals who are walking the same path to a better, stronger self.